Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon, artist and spiritualist. I wanted to welcome you, wish you a good day. Thank you so much for, if you're new, to subscribe. I thank you for supporting the channel. I thank you for your donations. I'm going to discuss a few ideas. A lot of those ideas are for everybody, but there is things that are so unique and personal in the same time that some of the things are just for us and they may not relate to you, but hopefully there is so many things that are general to all of us as well. So just take whatever resonates with you. I wanted to discuss the fact that there is 144,000 ascended masters that arrived on the planet and millions of light workers that are also on the process of ascension. And those 144,000, they all need to be fully activated and to be to really, because they're going to need to guide the whole of humanity back to the heart. And it is our presence of us, the millions of light workers, that made it possible for the Earth to escape the total destruction. Because otherwise, the light energy would have been below the line where it could have be completely extinguished. But because we came here, it's like we kept the line above the destruction. So it's like so. Thank you, and I thank for all this service that we've been doing for humanity, because it's because we incarnated in such a great number that we were able to make this ascension possible. We want to understand that the love of God is eternally given to all, and everybody deserves this love of God. But when it comes to the ascension, it is a meritocracy. We need to, it's not going to come like, everybody's going to ascend regardless of what they do. It's like, it does require our own our participation. Yet the love of God is something that is completely, and everybody who seeks freedom will find it. That's also another law. Also wanted to talk about channel messages. There is some great ancient sacred texts, but they all were a little bit distorted. Like I can talk about the ones that I really, really care about is the Urantia book. The Urantia book, the more you go into the book, the more distortion there is. The first two parts is like there's very little it's about the nature of God and the nature of the universe. But when it comes to the history of the earth and the life and teachings of Jesus, there is some interesting things, but there is many, many, many distortions within it. And all channel messages had some distortions when it comes to like large, of course there are some channel messages that are very short and very direct, where the medium is completely out of the process, but sometimes the person, the ego personality of the person interfere with the message as well. So just take everything with discrimination. And so because the central knowledge remains one thing: you are omniscient, you are omnipotent, you are the God of all creation. That's your only identity, the only thing you want to identify with. That's your only true identity. Everything else is part of the illusion. So let the guidance and the truth of the source infuse your body and guide your consciousness. For there is only one creator in truth. There is only one God. That is what we know as the prime creator or the father of fathers. But then when you look in the cosmos at the supreme being, when you look at the supreme being and you look within the supreme being, you know he is an direct expression of the universal father. Just as when we'll discover the ultimate, we'll see that he's also the universal father. And the deity absolute will be probably more like the paradise trinity, but that's another story for another time. Understanding all the obstacles and challenges that we overcome really get us closer to our ascension and serve the whole collective. And before we encounter the Godheads, for once you meet the Godheads, you realize this is the most incredible experience you can ever have. It's so much better than any manifestation in the universe. It's like they are so much more than the universe. But before that, you can visualize God if you want to imagine God, for God is everywhere, and his presence cannot have form because it's being infinite. But you can visualize a great central sun, a sphere of divine sacred energy, and ask this great central sun, for the God is manifested through many central suns in the universe, to infuse your body, and for all truths are going to be coming up. It's like it's like information. And if you look in the internet, there's a lot of discerning, because with AI and all kind of fake news and fake things that are created to just follow your discernment. But there is so much things that are so much truth that is already being broadcasted. It's here. It's what you empower, what you choose to believe. But there is so many bizarre things that are revealed in the internet, but it's part of the truth that needs to be coming out to the collective, forefront of the collective consciousness. We are striving for this ascension, but until we find a result, we achieve a certain level of reality, conscious reality in relationship to those higher planes. At the beginning, it requires a lot of faith. And because we don't know what we're striving for, we just know that we're striving for something better. So it's very, that's why a lot of people, it's really hard, because we don't know. Personally, I'm very lucky, because now not only do I connect to those higher realms of spirit, but I have a clear view of what my mission is on the earth and my project, and that is part of the ascension process for me. And what you want to seek in the ascension is to imagine the best possible reality, the most divine reality of Earth living, the form of paradise on earth, and to be the highest version of yourself in that. For I think we can be Cartesian there, and we can all agree on that. We want the best quality of life, and we want be the best version of ourselves. So just be patient and kind to yourself. Continue to cultivate that. And it's completely okay to deviate from the past, not deviate from the past. It's completely okay. There is things to learn in every bit and every turn. And let your heart and your guidance show you the effect of to mirror you the effect of your choice, and then you can adjust. But there is always something to learn from the sideline as well. And it's not always easy to be yourself because of the judgment of others, but it is very important to sign on self, be true. I did it my way. It's very, at the end, you'll be happy no matter what. Sometimes it's better to be silent, because if your environment does not reflect you, does not support you in your ascension process. I also wanted to talk about the sleep time. We spend a lot of time sleeping when we're on the earth. And when we wake up in the morning, it's good to put a rope with a hood of light. And we wear that all day. But when we go to sleep, we remove it, and then we put a shield around us, and then we can also put a tube of light on our crown that goes directly to the source. Because at night, we have to traverse the astral plane, and a lot of people are being hijacked by negative entities. And then if you sleep next to somebody, you're vulnerable to all the energies of that person if it's not on the same, or she on the same frequency. So it is important to protect ourselves, protect our body. For me, it was really, really difficult last night. It's like, because I have this soul connection with someone who's like, she's a wonderful, amazing person. She's like a river of energy, but she's got hundreds of lovers that are always trying. She's like a princess. She's like, everybody's like trying to please her, and it's like the jets and the palace and the jewelry. And it's like, and I don't have, but our souls are so intertwined, and so I felt I want to clean my energy field last night so I could sleep in peace. And so I asked the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit, the Great Mother, she came and removed her. So now I feel a lot more at peace in many ways. But I wanted to talk about Halloween. I want to sing a song that talks about a little bit about that. For Halloween, it's like, I do enjoy costume parties. When I lived in the United States, I really enjoyed those times. It's the time where people can let their dark side out as well. It's like, if people identified with those darker parts, they become vulnerable to all kinds of negative energy. It's like it is the time where all the energies from the underworlds are coming out. And it's like the New Year's of the Dark Alliance members, and when they come together to put to plot their next move. Personally, I felt the need to do that. I don't know where they're going to meet in all over the world, but I've decided to send violet light in advance, violet firelight, with the archangels Zadkiel, Lady Amethyst, the Lord Saint Germain, with all their angels to come and prepare the ground so they will be consumed. A lot of that negativity will be consumed as a preventive measure. what is important to ask the spiritual world, because they're going to do so much, but they're very limited by the laws. There is barriers that they cannot break because of the law of free will and non-interference. But if you ask, you give them permission to do things, and it's very important to realize you can ask that. So it is important to be careful, and it's important to protect your children during those nights. They are the most vulnerable part of the population. So ask the angel to double their protection if needed, if they need to be out or whatever. But avoid every fear. Fear is really the only tool. So it's like avoiding fear, and just work with love and light, and that's really the key to protect yourself. And so yeah, just continue to solicitate, to ask to make requests on the spiritual realm for whatever you feel is right, and to do that, and just maybe what I said is like, whoa, this energy is like, they're not really happy to Violet Fire, but Violet Fire will assist them into as well. I want to talk about the Anunnakis. The Anunnakis were great divine beings that were made of hundreds of species, and they were genetic experts, and so much of our genetics is part of that. For it's like I'm a dragon, ascendant dragon, so I have to reconnect to my dragon side. We need to make peace with the snake, the kundalini that will let it rise slowly into your being, and they were mighty beings, and they will come back they brought all kinds of wonderful knowledge, and they will come back very soon. So do not fear them, and do not worship them, and just know they are part of all that is, and part of us as well, very much. They are ancestors in many ways, and so I hope you do not label things. I'm going to pull a few cards. We do want peace. We do want peace, and we do, but it's. There will be chaos when all the veils are going to fall. It's going to be a lot of things are going to be exposed. The frequency of the planet is rising, and we do want to already move into this realm of light. The highest wisdom is the law. To follow the law, to follow the rules, to understand the law of the one. The law of one, and the law of God, this law of love, it transcends all the flames, the flame of resurrection, the flame of joy, the flame of love, those flames. They will eventually consume everything. Eventually, it's going to fuse into light and life. The highest wisdom is approaching the precipice. It means there will be choices to be made. There's a decision to be made. What we need to understand is the flexibility. It's to be flexible. We just got to dance, because there is a concept that was revealed in religious text, I believe, that we have a spirit that is a good spirit and an evil spirit on each side. But personally, the good spirit is on my left side, but they both work for you. They both work for the Creator, and it is a dance. What we dance between the ego mind, the separate itself, and the great universal one. So it's like, just understand that you have those two spirits that whisper in your ears always. What we need to do is the treasure island, to continue to cultivate this connection to this treasure, and the outcome will be the divine will in action. There is nothing to oppose the God, for God is above good and evil. God is above all things, and it's like the creation of good and evil is the evil, because it's like separating the light of God in two parts. But in many ways, it's like it was part of we just needed to experience that to become full creator. So I'm going to sing a little song. I thank you so very much for your support. Continue to breathe and send love and light through the whole planet, and vision this world as ascended already. And those who are in the dark will have the opportunity to make amends before the last judgment, because that's going to be severe. It's going to be brutal. The revelation that will be coming up will be brutal on a lot of people. We just want to try to ease their path and to make it as easy for everyone, so that the transition happens smooth. This one song is about a lost love. It's called The One I Love. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire, fire. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire, fire. She's coming out on her own now. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. Fire, fire. So I do feel lost, but it's like this person was so busy, so unavailable to me that I felt like I didn't ask the Holy Spirit to do that. I just asked for guidance, and then she just removed the connection, which is fine. I mean, I guess it's just what the observer of the day is luck, the blessings, the luck, the unexpected good fortune. What we need to understand is knowledge, to understand the law of one, to understand the cause and effect, to understand all the laws of the universe, to understand we are the source, we are the creator. As people awaken to this power of creator, everything's going to shift, everything's going to change. What we need to understand is success. What we need to do is an assess, step by step. We are ascending. And the outcome will be patience. For it is a process. It is a process that we're all growing together as one. And we need to balance out the energy. There is so much element to take in consideration that God only knows exactly when is the timing, divine timing. What does success mean is wealth. Inner wealth, outer wealth, prosperity, abundance. What do we need to understand is justice, to be true, to be fair, to be compassionate, yet to be just, and to be to be just, to be lucid in our judgment. If we have to judge, better not to judge unless we feel very lucid about something. And what will assist us on the way to success is recomfort. We're going to find a way to recomfort ourselves. For there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. We are processing a lot of things for those past initiation. Well, I hope you enjoy your day. I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.